Hello there, I'm Forge Tech, and here is 5 technologies in Icarus that will just make your life a little easier. It'll help you speed things up. Now, I know everyone's done this early in a mission. You grab wood, you grab fiber, other things. Well, it takes a while to grab all that. But if you make one of these bone sickles, which is tier 1 tech, very simple to make, you walk up to it, instead of getting 4 to 9, there you go, you get 38. I've walked up, I've gotten 45 of this, and between 35 and 45 is what you're looking at. But you can walk up to yeast, you can walk up to lilies. It just gives you an enormous amount. It's very cheap to make. It'll save you a ton of time. Another thing that will save time is the tier 2 rain reservoir. Now, this is actually a two-part one. In this nice little biome here, it'll collect, rain and water, and it will slowly build up. As you can see, it says 0.0 liters. Now, this actually created enough water for about 3 to 4 players, which is great if you have friends on and you're playing around. As it rains, it fills up. If I was thirsty and it had water in it, I could just tap it and it'll just let me drink right from it. I can access it. I can throw in different canteens, water containers. It'll fill up jars from the glass making area. All in all, really good. But this is where the second part comes in that most people don't pay attention to. In the ice areas, you can actually take ice, drop into the fuel slot, and it will melt it down at a much better conversion rate than trying to melt snow in a campfire. So much better. But also, as an extra bonus, when it actually snows, it'll actually start collecting ice and snow in the fuel slot that you can actually just grab. So if you're in a biome that's right next to ice, you throw 1 or 2 of these down in there. You'll pop over, every 30 minutes or so, grab the 50 to 200 ice that are in each one of them. Well, you just fixed all your freezer problems. It saves you a lot of time. Trying to dig snow is really a pain. Trying to grab it off the ground is also a pain. You literally can just walk up, pick it up, and then just run off with it. I mean, it is not super heavy. As you can see, it's only 2 kilograms. That's nothing. I don't have any idea how it's 2 kilograms. But next up is, it's not the campfire and it's not the thatch house. But how many times have we done this? You throw some wood in. You do this number. You're not paying attention. You step onto your campfire. You're now burning. You've walked into your house. Oh no, it's all on fire. Everything's burning. People are going to get mad at me. Yeah, I drank some canteen water and now I'm out. And this is why I built it out thatch, because I knew it was going to burn down. Now, this is annoying when you will do this. But if you make one of these, this is tier 2 tech, Fireplace. Now, I can't. I just literally cannot set myself on fire. I have tried. I've legitimately tried. I mean, I'm literally as close to the fire as I can humanly get. I mean, I'm literally just doing this as stupidly as humanly possible. Can't get near it. I'm not going to set my place on fire. It's not expensive. It's wood and stone. That's it. They are a bit heavy, so you always want to put down the floor and the wall behind it. But other than that, and then you don't get this. You don't get your house burning down. It takes all of maybe 5 minutes to set one of these up. It's much bigger on the inside. It stays warm. You've even got this little spot right here that you can actually put, like, any type of items. You can put your little bowls for, mixing stuff and everything like that. Put your bedroll down next to it. And then you don't get this number. Because this is annoying when you're building and suddenly your house gets burnt down by something stupid. Now, with the new update, a lot of people didn't really look at the skinning bench because you can only have a backpack and you can only have that. It's a pointless item. for a lot of people. But you can get a lot of resources from this. Like, you look at rabbits. You get maybe 5 or 6 bones. You get a couple of fur. You get no leather, 1 meat. Look at the difference in this. You can grab a rabbit while you're out, come in, throw it in. You can get a lot of materials. You got different ones, like cougars, snow wolves. But some of these, like the goats, the chamois goats, they give a lot more materials. The rabbits give a lot more materials. So grab one, bring it back when you're heading back to your camp. Throw it in this machine. It'll break it down for you. You don't actually have to throw it into this little slot. You can just click it. It'll highlight it. You click it and you do it. Makes life a lot simpler. Now, okay, on to number 5. Now, I am using a simple rag torch on this character right now. And that's just to show you, this is what the standard rag torch looks like as I'm walking around. Gives me a decent amount of light. I can kind of see like, oh, well, there's something. This is the lantern. This is the quote-unquote best of the items. And as you can see, I can see a lot farther, a lot better. But let's say that you're in one of these caves and you want to just do a quick, did I grab everything kind of deal? You would take out your bow. You got a flare arrow. This is a stone arrow to sulfur. It's nothing. It literally can be built anywhere. You can actually do it on your person. You just pull back. I literally can see everything now. I mean, I know exactly where every ore is. I know where to look. I can even walk up right here and just snag it. I didn't even waste the arrow. I now know if I missed any ore or if anything. Or I can just... This is great for night combat. You shoot it into the ground or into like a rock or something. Now you can see. You can see from a long distance. You can lob these into stuff. I mean, they don't burn out. As you can see, it lasts for a good bit of time. And it's a very simple tier 1 tech. If you have a bow, you can make this and use it. And as you see, it, with it being sulfur, as soon as it runs out, oh no, I just lob another one in. It's not difficult. I can now run around working. I can fight off enemies with it. I mean, it's also great if you have one player firing these, if you're in a team. That way they can kind of keep up the light for everyone else, because when you're trying to fight certain creatures and you only have this radius and you can't see past it, it gets annoying. But it's also great because, well, I'm walking along in the dark and there we go. I can now see. I can fight the worms. Let's say the worms pop up. I can easily shoot them. Then grab this. I didn't even lose an arrow. Or I'm walking along and then let me use that range. As you saw, it even literally lights up. If I fired it straight up into the air, it would actually fly up into the ground and then come back down. And they last about a good 30 to 40 seconds. Most of the time, that's all you need for most things. It's a huge amount of light. I mean, I'm literally exiting the cave. I fired it into as far as I could. It literally just is one of the nicest items to carry. They're cheap. They're easy. You can make them in the field. It's dumb not to carry some. Especially if you have to work at night. Now with that, I hope at least one of these helped you out. And if you like this sort of content, like and subscribe.